December 3rd, 2020. Today, Big Cat Public Safety Act goes to the House floor for a vote. I'm imagining the celebration of brie and champagne and a day of laying in the sand at the beach to recover from 8 years of pressing daily for this moment. It actually started in the late 90s for me, as I pressed for the Captive Wildlife Safety Act that passed in 2003. But it had loopholes that had been negotiated by the bad guys that continued to allow private possession of big cats and unregulated breeding of cubs for pay-to-play schemes. Today's bill closes those loopholes. Much ado has been made about the timing of me giving Kenny Farr's Don's collection of dusty, rusty guns. His ex said it was the day before Don went missing, and despite her having no credibility on the matter, her narrative continues the disparagement against me from Tiger King, murder, mayhem, and madness. Last night I sent this email to Mina and Mike. I can't believe this was documented so precisely, given the fact that none of us remember this building except Kenny. January 9th, 1998. Backstory was that I had all these people staying in the cabins, which were sheds and mobile homes and barns around the sanctuary, but they didn't have showers. So on January 9th, 1998, I hired Jarryd Inc. to build a bathhouse in the location where our existing Windsong Memorial Hospital is now, because I could use the septic system that is by the spotted trailer in the parking lot. Everyone would stand in line to shower in my house because it was the only shower other than Jamie's at the time. May 24th, 1998. Jarryd was still putzing around and not getting anywhere with permitting when on May 4th, 1998, I sent the attached letter telling him we had a gabled wood frame house that was 14 by 34 feet donated, and I wanted to use it instead of new construction. My father sketched the layout inside of the existing house, and on June 3rd, 1998, John Delfino got a permit. September 29th, 1998, I wrote a letter to John Delfino complaining that he never responds to my faxes and never did any of the work. I had located a new contractor, Gene Fender, and was requesting the permit info from Delfino to give to Fender. September 30th, 1998. I write my dates backwards, so that's why I have to stop and think it through, and being dyslexic, that's not easy. September 30, 1998, John Delfino notified the county that he and Jarryd Inc. were no longer involved in the project. The last 2 pages were typical of what it's been like for me to deal with Hillsborough County. Code enforcement had cited me for too many dwellings for our zoning. The timeline discusses my efforts to remedy that and my efforts regarding the bathhouse, or toilet, as I referred to the building Kenny had brought in. The long and short of it is that on May the 8th of 1998, the county issued my permits for both the bathhouse and the campground use, but then continued to send inspectors out to harass me, telling me I had to get rid of all of the dwellings except the main house. And they tried to revoke their permits without going through the mandatory process. I hired Bob Eddy Esquire, and as late as March 4th, 1999, the county was still holding up any progress on the bathhouse and threatening me if I didn't remove all of the mobile homes. March 3rd, 1999, I told them I'd remove them when they got an order to that effect, and they never did. But they never let progress go forward on the bathhouse or campground either. So, at some point, I had to have paid someone, probably Jack and Marty Williams of AAA Mobile Homes, to move the house to one of my vacant lots. Regardless of where it ended up, the letter dated March 4th, 1998 said the little house arrived that morning. This is what the letter said. May 4th, 1998, Jarryd, care of John Delfino. I have had a building donated to us. It is 14 by 34 wood frame construction with a gabled shingled roof. It was delivered here this morning. It is completely open inside. I would like to substitute it for the concrete structure drafted for the bathhouse. It needs a roof, and I would like tin, like the house you did here. It will need all of the plumbing, stalls, and foundation work as the original drawing. Can you modify the permit to do this? This would greatly reduce the costs involved and would accomplish the same end. I want it in the same location. Are you doing the septic tank, or am I supposed to find someone? I know you were already overwhelmed with your work, but we are in desperate need for toilets and showers. If you need to see the building, it's sitting here in our parking lot, and there's always someone here. Thanks, Carole. So I sent that on May 4th, 1998. Sent it again on June 19th, 1998. Sent it again on June 26th, 1998. Sent it again with a nasty gram written at the bottom on August 3rd, 1998, saying, I still haven't seen your engineer. Are you really this busy? I need several cabins and 3 houses. And then the rest of it's cut off, but maybe it'll show over here. If you're enjoying my diary, please like, share, and subscribe. You can find other ways to connect to me over at bigcatrescue.org/Carole.Baskin.